Am I the only one who's a little nervous?
I think everyone is.
Oh no, we're good. We're all the same.
Hey, okay, stream is live.
Yay!
Okay, let me check the
Hey.
phone if the sound is okay.
Yeah, I'll always do a sound check. Never know what's gonna happen.
Don't you love it when Twitch is not loading?
Yes, happens every time. I mean, I can check it from over here. Let's see. I can turn up the audio. Oh, the audio is on deep fried.
Oh shit! Okay.
On what?
Okay. I did not
Gosh,
think,
you're all late.
I did not know my phone was on max volume. That spooked me.
Oh dear.
Okay, let me toggle down the volume a little, so we don't blast out people's ears. Okay, here we go. Who starts?
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
I would say ladies first because Tenri is so cute. Let her go first.
Yeah.
Me? Okay.
Bottom to top. No, I think Ria is just trying to get us to go from bottom to top because Ria is at top.
I just woke up. I have morning voice. But good morning.
That's better. Morning.
That makes you a great start.
Ohayo.
Ohayou gozaimasu. I'm Tenri. I'm from Japan, but I grew up in America, and I am just an angelic devil.
Oh, it's so cute.
Nice.
Yoroshiku.
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 Are we going bottom from top, I guess?
I guess.
So.
Aha Nasu call Nasu, Nasape, Nana Sanhapyaku, Nani Nani Sai, Nickel VTuber, Nasumatsui Tomoshimasu. What's up, everybody? My name is Nasumatsui. I am a 7,800 something year old cat. And
Old.
I sing, I draw, and I do a lot of shit posting. Yoroshiku.
Yoroshiku. Okay, I guess I'm next. Hello everyone. My name is Han. I mean, it's Han, but you can just call me Han. And what do I do actually? I have no idea. I just make really cursed content and lots of memes. Half my channel is memes.
That's shit posting. You're also shit posting.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, shit post for the win. Let's go.
I dropped my coin.
Yeah. And yeah, I guess that's pretty much it, really. I mean, I also like do some questionable stuff, but I'm kind of leaving it in my past. But I only do it like every now and then nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
Really sus things. But yeah, I'll show it later if any of you are interested. Okay, Yoroshiku. Ria,
Yoroshiku.
your turn.
I'm Ria. I'm a VTuber, I'm an artist, I sing, I play games, I meme a lot, and I broke my spine and make too many jokes about this, so hi, how's it going? Yoroshiku.
Yeah.
But essentially, today we're doing a VWorld Christmas. This is the first stream as our circle, right? For
Yeah, actually, yeah.
VWorld. So we actually haven't really talked to each other aside from a few like Discord chats. So this is kind of like both an introduction to VWorld as well as a getting to know each other. So hopefully you guys can enjoy the ride of us.
Yeah.
You know, like the first.
Yeah, I feel awkward. I'm just really nervous. Oh god.
Well, I think we're doing everything right if we're doing it like this, you know? The more stuff, the better.
Yeah, hopefully.
You can tell
Yeah.
how I'm running at like 2 FPS because my internet is so bad right now.
Oh no, same.
Same.
Yeah. Internet do be problematic sometimes, all the time.
Yeah. Usually my internet is fine, but I'm actually at my parents' house for the holidays, so
Oh.
they're
Maybe that's why. Fair.
yeah, they downgraded the internet while I was away or while I left, and they haven't ever re-upgraded it. So I'm just
Oh no.
I'm just chilling.
Why not? Being a slideshow is nice. It's kind of like being a PNG tuber, but I don't know.
It has
I don't
its
even know what I'm
charm.
talking about all the time.
True.
Yeah. You can't have a feature stream without scuff.
Indeed.
Do we want to maybe go in reverse order of our introductions and talk about just like why or like where we, I guess, because like VWorld, right? The idea is that we're representing different parts of the world, getting together, sharing our cultures. So I think one of the only things or one of the like tying things that we have is that we're all weebs. Is
We're all nerds
so
here.
yeah, so we're all huge weebs, but there's also different parts of our culture that we are bringing to VWorld. So if we want to go in reverse order and talk about that culture and also just like why in general we joined VWorld.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
So it's my start, Ben, I
reverse.
guess.
Okay.
So I'm originally from Russia, but I live in Germany. And the anime culture didn't really start popping off till like 5 or 6 years ago. Well, we did had the biggest Japanese community in the whole of Europe from like many years by now. Every year in Germany there's like in Düsseldorf the Japan Festival, where like traditional Japanese activities and festivities and like fireworks are shown. It's really nice. I occasionally go there, but it gets really full. Like especially over the past few years, where like anime boomed, it's gotten really, really full. So it's really stressful to go to the festival. We got a couple stores for manga, merch, and co here. But other than that, you don't really notice the weeb culture. It's more like a niche thing in Germany. I can't speak about it for Russia because I haven't been in Russia since I was 5 years old. So, yeah.
Do you speak Russian at all, or?
Duh. But I prefer to not speak it because when the war started earlier this year, I got hate rated and a lot of hate for being Russian.
Oh dear.
Yeah, so I'm kind of anxious about speaking Russian or in general being like
Understandable.
too open about
Yeah,
my
understandable. That happens. That happens.
Yeah, people direct their hate a little bit to the wrong people, no lie.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm pretty sure like most of like the citizens and like don't really want anything to do with it.
My dog. I'm sorry.
And for me, starting, like, I've been in weeb culture since I'm a little kid, like with Sailor Moon, Dragon Ball, Yu-Gi-Oh, etc. You know, I grew up with that stuff. Han, why are you doing this?
It's Christmas. I like to have my Christmas dinner.
Okay, enjoy the food. I've been into VTubing like for many years. I liked watching Kizuna Ai and stuff like that back in the day. I'm a huge Vocaloid fan, so obviously I wanted to be a 2D girl or anime girl on the internet as well someday. And 4 years ago I was like, okay, you know what? I can't afford a model, but here, I'm gonna slap my PNG on my screen. And that's how it started.
Nice.
And now you like make your own models, right?
Yeah. When you're broke, you learn to do it yourself.
Yeah.
Oh no, that mood.
Fat mood. But hey, I like it. Hey, whatchamacallit? It adds personality, a lot of personality. And you can really fine-tune what you want.
Did you guys all make your own models?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, for me, yeah.
Oh man, here I am on the side.
There's an imposter among us.
I drew and rigged my model myself. Like, this is literally my very first model I ever made.
Oh wow, I
that's
just work on
nice.
rigging.
Yeah.
It's so nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Come on.
Imposter.
Why are you repeating this?
So yeah, why did you decide to join VWorld?
I think Reika and me popped off kind of like vibe-wise on Twitter.
Mm.
And I like the concept on like sharing cultures and getting to know each other from different perspectives. And also I like learning languages, so this is like a pro point for me to learn more languages, because apparently I don't speak enough.
Okay, you speak a lot of languages, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you do.
Okay, I think it's Han's turn now.
Yeah. Alright, so hello everyone, my name is Han. I mean, wait, no, that's the introduction. What is it again? Oh yeah, culture stuff. Wrong thing. So for those of you who don't know yet, I'm actually... Okay, my nationality is kind of weird. So my parents are both Chinese, but I'm born in Indonesia. And I can neither speak Chinese nor Indonesian well. Oh.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's painful. But yeah, culture-wise, I mean, it's Asia. If there's one thing that I love about Asia is the food. Asia in general.
Oh, yes.
Street food is amazing.
Oh,
Wait, have you,
yes.
like, I'm pretty sure there's like some of you already, like, I know, Tenri is from Japan, and what about Ria? Have you ever been to any Asian countries, actually?
Not Asian countries, but I have Asian friends. So I grew up with authentic Asian food.
Nice.
Nice. Oh, Nasu. Or Pin, I guess.
Oh yeah.
What should I call you?
Yeah, so you guys can call me Peen if you'd like, but if that makes you uncomfortable, you can call me.
Yeah, Hanchan and Lens calls you Peen, and I'm like,
I tell all of my friends,
didn't know
and,
that.
like viewers to
Yeah.
just call me Peen. But I had a raid recently where like she was like, "Oh, I don't want to call you Peen." I'm like, I guess some people do like I get uncomfortable saying that. It's like, yeah, you can call me Nasu if that makes you uncomfortable, but it just usually I go by Peen. We'll talk about exactly why in a little bit.
yeah. Oh dear, where was I?
But yes, I'm actually in a similar situation as Han. Like my parents are Chinese, but
Nice, hey, fellow Chinese parents.
Hey,
Hey, we get the build every second or something. I don't know. Oh dear.
so Han, why did you decide to join VWorld?
Good question. I was actually just taking my chances, and like I was honestly I was kind of fucking around. I was just like playing around, and then a VWorld group. It's a group where I can connect with like people from like other countries. It'll be neat. I enjoyed it, and then suddenly I actually got like a reply from Breika, and I'm like, okay. I actually got selected. All right, I'm in.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah. You know what you call you miss 100% of the chances you don't take. So why not? Maybe I'll get to like share a bit about myself and also like meet new people like all of you guys. Hey.
Yay.
You guys are really
Yeah.
chill, so I'm glad we meet each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'm 2 FPS again, but it's okay. I can talk about. Yeah, so I'm like I would consider myself almost like 100% American. Like similar to Han, I basically speak like no Chinese at all.
Fair
I
enough.
only know how to swear in Chinese because my parents like to swear at me.
Yeah, the backstory
Chinese is so
like
hard.
It is.
It is.
My parents actually grew up, or my parents both speak a specific dialect, Shanghai, right? And that doesn't. It's not very like when you think Chinese, it's like usually you think of like the Mandarin, like the standard Mandarin dialect.
There's like a lot of different Chinese. My parents are Cantonese.
So like Shanghainese is not like mutually intelligible with Mandarin, and so that's what I grew up speaking. And then around age 5 was when I started going into the American school system. So that's when I was like, suddenly there was a shift in our home from Shanghainese into English, and then from there I just kind of like lost all of my like Shanghainese, and then I've never actually had like an upbringing like speaking Mandarin at all. So it's like I talk to a lot of like, because I have also a lot of like friends, then they're Chinese friends, and they're like, oh, you don't speak any Chinese at all? I'm like, nope. I'm like, I speak
fair.
Japanese.
That's fair.
I weaved out enough to learn Japanese. Yeah, so that's my story. My culture is American, American weeb, American
weeb.
Yeah.
And I decided I wanted to join I joined VWorld because I knew Reika from before, right? We never actually did anything together, but I was in like a Discord that he organized for like cross-cultural exchange, and I felt like, oh, this is basically that, but like a little more formal. So maybe I'll actually have the opportunity to collab with people through it. So I was like, I'm gonna join, and look at this, we're here now.
Yeah.
Yay. And then Tenri.
Oh, okay. I'm Tenri. So I'm Japanese. Both of my parents are from Japan. I'm like first gen American too. I think I spent like a third of my life in Japan. Actually just moved back to the US. So this is also why I'm kind of branching out. All of my VTubing friends and all my gaming friends are actually from Japan. So I was like, okay, I should probably branch out a little bit. And then Rika was like, the global VTuber group, let's go! So I messaged him immediately.
Yeah.
I need to find more fellow American weebs or fellow global weebs out there so we can come together.
Are you technically a weeb if you're already Japanese? Like
it technically isn't. That was like me in middle school. I was like, I'm not a weeb because I am from Japan. You cannot tell me a weeb.
Fair enough.
I am Nihonjin. 私は日本人. I was like, no. I kind of equally identify, so.
Were you born in Japan or were you born here?
I was actually born here, so my parents moved from Japan to the US so I could work here potentially in the future.
Oh.
Just Asian parent things. So
Asian parent things, exactly.
Maybe
get
guess
that
I
American
wanted to be a
passport.
doctor.
Oh, no.
I failed at that. I studied
Either a
economics at
doctor, a lawyer,
university.
or engineer.
Economics
dear.
is not the way for me. I finally got out of econ, so here I am just gaming.
Heck yeah.
Let's go. Living my best life now.
Yeah. Parents might be disappointed, but at least you're a VTubing.
Oh no, I got my parents into Apex Legends, so we're killing.
Oh god,
Oh
seriously,
my
yo! That is dope.
My parents joined the club, so
No way!
Damn.
That is dope.
maybe
my
I'm just
mom
playing with my
still doesn't
parents.
really know how to use a computer without a trackpad. That's like that.
Oh no,
Oh.
my parents always mobile.
Oh my goodness.
Oh dear. Oh, you guys are nice. Like my parents are like those kind of parents who just really hate video games for some reason. Except Candy Crush. Except for Candy Crush.
Oh my god, my mom is Candy Crush Queen. I think she's like world ranking, like in like
Oh
the.
Yo! Pro mom gamer, let's
My mom is
go.
literally a gamer. I can't. She's more of a gamer than me.
Might as well give up on your gaming career. You're never gonna ever.
No,
get that.
literally, my mom's gonna take over. Literally, my mom's just.
Your mom should start streaming, like, Candy Crush esports or something. That needs to be a thing.
Ready. Yeah.
So one of the things we actually thought about doing was like maybe like would you rathers or would you like push this button, and we like just talk about like they're basically just like relatively, they're supposed to be relatively divisive like things, not like controversial, but just kind of like what would you rather.
Yeah, like
Right.
for example, would you put pineapple on pizza? Kind of like that.
Yeah.
No.
And then we go and we just go around getting to know each other by like by talking. First let me say that pineapple does not belong on pizza.
I agree with you.
I agree.
I agree with Fiend.
Are we all in agreement here? Let's go.
I can eat it, but I don't know if I would choose it.
But yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Like, for me with pineapple pizza, if I won't really buy it, but if someone like walks into my door and gives me free pineapple pizza, I'd still eat it because it's still pizza. Hey.
Like if my soon-to-be husband or somebody like that like introduced me to his parents and his parents were like, "Here's your pineapple pizza," like I would eat it.
Yeah, I mean, I think if it's just a friend, I'd
I guess
still
the
eat
same
it.
in that situation. Otherwise, I'd have to be starving to death.
Yeah.
So we got this pizza place here nearby, in the nearby town, and they make the best pizza ever. Like, I've been to, I think Italy I was in Italy once, and to all kind of different places in Europe. And I had pizza in all kind of places. But the pizza in the nearby town is the best you can get. So whenever I'm like ordering pizza, I order from that place and be like, put some extra thick cheese, and they put like a huge layer of cheese on it, you know? So if you say
Yo,
I
I
want
love
extra
that.
if you say I want extra cheese, they give you a shit ton of cheese. I love that. And they have this spicy chili sauce you can have as an add-on, which I always use, and it's like the best pizza ever. Hands down. Cheese.
Have you guys ever heard of cheese in Japan? Like, not cheese, pizza. Oh my god, pizza in Japan. It's so expensive.
Cheese in Japan. I want some Japanese
Yeah.
cheese.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Isn't it like
pizza in Asia is like,
It's bougie.
yeah, it's
Huh?
isn't it like
So bougie.
$15 or something?
No. Like,
More
okay, so
than-
this one time I was in Japan and I came back from work and I was like, I am so freaking hungry. I'm gonna eat like 3 people's worth of pizza, right? So I go on to like Uber Eats and I'm like, I'm gonna Uber a Domino's pizza. And I was like, yes, Domino's taberu. And I was like, I'm gonna buy the large, like the medium or like the large size, because thinking it would like feed like 3 people. And my Uber guy comes and it's literally like the size of 2 of my hands put together. Like I was like,
Oh my
it's
God.
so small. I was like, "Chitin!" Like I'm so sad. I was so sad. I realized that the sizes are
portions,
small
yeah.
and they're expensive. I was like, that's a $30 pizza, and I can finish it in like 2 minutes. I was so sad.
And it's like a
It's so
kid-sized
cute.
pizza. I'm so sad for you. Oh my god, you've spent $30 on that. What the fuck?
Oh dear, now I really want to
That's
go
how- that's how
overseas and
much,
eat
like-
pizza.
It's really good, but it's just like so expensive. Like I came back to the US, right? My parents were like, "Let's celebrate you coming back with pizza," and I was like, "Yeah, sure, let's get pizza." And like the Uber guy comes and like delivers her a pizza, but like the pizza like won't go through my door because it's so big. You have to like
and
tilt
it's like,
it over to
and
get
it's like $15, like if that even. Like,
Yeah, really, it's so much cheaper.
yeah.
I was like
That's why-
in shock. I was like, it's been good. Oishi.
Guess
because-
the
it's 'cause,
average price for a big pizza here.
Really? Ina.
Yeah.
I wish I could go to Germany someday. Mm-hmm.
The
Dang.
average
It's like
price for
a-
a big family pizza is like between 10 and 15 euros.
Mm,
And the size of
Hmm.
it is like huge as fuck. You know, like
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm
Oh,
hungry
oh.
now.
yeah.
Oh no, family! I just woke up after eat a pizza.
Yeah, pizza. I mean, I guess in Europe too, but in America, pizza is like a very like like convenience food, right? It's not like something you go out of your way to eat because it's like this like fancy thing. Not like it is. At least I know in China that's how it is, and in Japan Japan apparently
Mm-hmm.
the same way, right? In
Yeah.
China, it's like pretty like I'm talking about China as if I am, but like I just know, you know, like I just know since I've been there as a kid, like you can get like street food for literally like an equivalent of like 15 US cents. Like,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
But like to get like a pizza from like Pizza Hut or something is like an equivalent like 25 US dollars, and it's just like the jump from like
Oh, I feel ya. I feel ya.
what?
Oh man, pizza is expensive.
Street
It
food
is
is so good too. So like, if I had to choose
Yeah.
between pizza and street food, I don't know which I would choose. I'd probably choose street food.
I mean, I probably choose street food most of the time just because it's cheaper.
It's essentially
You can
street
eat
food
more.
here in the US, right? Like there's like
Oh yeah, it is.
corner pizza shops. You just go in and grab like a $2 slice.
Yeah.
I feel that way about Asian food. Like Asian food is so fucking expensive here. So if you, let's say you wanna like get
Oh, so it's like the reverse.
yeah, like let's say you go to the local Asian store and it's like, you want a plate of sushi or like a serving, aka 5 pieces of sushi. Well, give us $30. I'm like, okay.
$30? My god.
if you want to get takeout, Asian takeout, let's say you have birthday and be like, oh yeah, I feel like ramen or like Asian takeout. Okay, you go to the app, look at the local Asian takeouts that deliver to your place, and they're like, oh, you have to order a minimum volume of 60 euros for us to
Oh
deliver.
dear.
And do you know
I can
how
buy
much you
3
get?
pizzas with that.
Right? Do you know how much you get for that?
Huh?
You
What do
barely
you
get
get?
enough to like get one person satisfied.
That's painful.
It is.
Actually,
I wanted to have ramen with my in real life friend last time we were in town a couple weeks ago, and we had that authentic ramen store in town, and it was like actually always super affordable. But because of inflations this year, I haven't been there in like a couple months. So I came back with my friend. And I was like, yeah, their ramen is super good and stuff. They have like vegan options as well, blah blah. And we looked at the new prices, and they raised the prices by triple the amount. So one bowl of ramen was 19 euros. I was like, and that
Bruh.
was the
That's pretty much how
vegan
it
one.
is.
Like it wasn't even the one with meat. If you wanted meat or shrimp or anything, it was like over trendy. And I was like, what the fuck?
That's pretty much how it is here too. Ramen's very expensive, even though.
yeah, it's so expensive here. Like my family really likes ippudo. It's a Japanese
Oh, I love
ramen.
ippudo.
It's so good. So like my parents really love ippudo, right? So whenever I'm in Japan, I would always get ippudo, and it's like 800 yen, which is probably equivalent to like $6 US, maybe $7
Yeah.
US, something like that.
Like,
But like here, it's literally like 25 to like 30 a person, maybe even more if I order like a side dish. So like I'd go with my family and it would be over like $100 with for 4 people. I'm like, oh my god, mecha takai. I miss Japan. The food is so cheap, and I don't need to tip, which is so much easier.
oh yeah, us Americans and our tipping.
In our tipping system. But sometimes you get like hella good service though, so I gotta tip for the waiters.
Yeah, I mean, they kind of need to give good service because
Yeah,
it's part of
like,
their salary.
I don't agree with the system, but you know, it's like the way it works here in the U.S. Like we don't pay our servers an actual minimum wage because it's like, oh, pick it up.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's like if you don't,
It's a
if you don't
shit
tip,
move.
You're the asshole because like you're the one like not like letting them live a normal life, you know. So it's like
I heard it's like $7 or something like that at like stores, and like they expect you to like make up that money through tips. So I was like, oh, that's like a third of like minimum wage. Go like what?
It's so weird because in Germany, servers are like they are very friendly with you, like on a friendship kind of term level, you know. And they would be like,
That's so nice.
they would be drinking alcohol with you on their shift and like.
Yo, seriously? That's
Yeah.
dope.
that's
That
so
is
German.
dope.
And they would like run around with the dishes and drinks and whatever, half drunk all over the place. And at the end of a shift, they would all be drunk. laying all
So
over
it's not
the
it's not a
counter.
stereotype that you Germans are always.
Oh, I want to go to Germany in the future and get drunk with the servers.
I don't know if they have to pay for the alcohol later with their own wage or like with their own money, but whenever I'm in a restaurant, I see like the waiters being like half drunk running around. There's always a one waiter that is like standing at the table with people they clearly know or like that are regulars, and they're like having the loudest conversation. You can hear it at the end of the other room, and it like they're like partying, they're talking, they're having like the best time of their life while like drowning a drink after another every 2 minutes, and you're just sitting there like, damn girl.
That sounds fun, not gonna lie.
It does, but
A lot of fun.
not gonna lie, waiters here are worked to death.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah,
I think in all over the place it's kind of like that.
Yeah.
like
I've never
Yeah.
worked in service. You know, sounds like fun though. Busy
Oh,
though.
yeah?
Yeah, I mean it's fun until you did 1 week.
Mm.
After
Yeah,
1 week, it turns into like, you know, after 1 week, it gets really.
Experience to have, but I wouldn't say it's like something
Yeah.
that you'd want.
I think like doing it once is alright just to get the experience. You know how it goes
Yeah,
like.
you know what? Yeah.
I had serving on the orphanages festivals. Whenever we had them, we had a few occasionally a year, and I would get a bit of money for that. So that was my motivation, because I somehow had to like afford my gaming addiction. So I would help like with serving, and after that I would be so beat. Like I had muscle pain for days. I couldn't walk. I couldn't do shit. I was, like, so
Yikes.
done.
Sounds tough.
After my
Painful.
gaming addiction, I need to like get exercise. Like I would climb up like a flight of stairs, and the next day I would just have like the worst muscle pain of my life.
Can relate.
Oh dear.
The exercise. Yeah, what?
Hmm. I mean, I'm surprised though, because like, I don't really have any time I can compare it to, because I have been addicted to gaming since I was like really young. But I never really had any problems with needing like whatchamacallit again. If anything, I think I should be exercising less, because I'm really underweight for some reason. I think it's because I like to stay up late. Gaming addiction hits hard.
Maybe you have a high
Well,
metabolism.
You should exercise like by building muscle instead of.
Maybe I do too much cardio. I don't really know. I run around a lot.
I was a very fit person. Like I did all kinds of sport, gymnastics, equestrian, figure skating.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I used to do figure skating as well. Yo.
I did everything, you know. And the thing that I did the longest was equestrian, horse riding, stuff like that, like jumping.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
I don't
fun.
have the money for that
Yeah.
info. But
Yes.
Horses.
Where's my getting bougie?
No, because I can only run because I don't have money for any other exercises.
But when doing serving, I used muscles that I never in my entire life in any kind of sports had to use in my entire life. So I was beat after that. So it's weird. And I thought I trained all kind of muscles, you know?
It
Dang.
has you just like holding stuff, like and walking and running around.
Yeah.
Like that.
It can get exhausting.
You learn that you have muscles in your shoulder and your neck that you didn't know existed.
Oh, dear.
Do you want to talk about our since this is like a Christmas party, do we want to talk about our personal Christmas traditions, and as well as like things from our culture that we like to talk about?
Sure.
Sounds fun.
Sorry, my throat. What should we start with?
Shall we do a different kind of thingamajig now? We can go left to right now on the screen.
Okay.
Yeah. Wait, which one is left again?
So,
Nasu.
Oh, that side.
We're going from our left. Okay.
Oh, our
okay.
left. There's two lefts. Alright.
So, yeah. I'm American, right? So our Christmas is very much like a commercial kind of holiday, but like we like all of our like work, school, and whatnot, we get off during Christmas time. So like even if you're not like religious or anything, like we still celebrate. It's still like a holiday that basically everyone celebrates. Like it's a non-secular thing. Personally, for my family, we usually just get together. In the past, we would like go to like maybe like Florida, somewhere like warmer, because my parents don't really like the cold, even though I tend to like the cold. I don't like being warm.
Same.
But yeah, like that's basically what we do. Our Christmas is just mostly like family time. That's pretty normal. What about you? What about you, Han?
I mean, for me, like, I mean, I guess like over here is also more or less a commercial holiday. We don't. I mean, there are people who like go to the church because I'm personally not really that religious, so I don't really like go to the church anymore. But my parents are like, they go to the church every Sunday. So, yeah. But I mean, even though my parents are religious, they don't really like celebrate Christmas like. I don't know how do you actually like. Here's the thing, I'm having problems communicating because I never actually celebrated Christmas like Christmas. We only usually just put up a Christmas tree and that's all. Just sleep through the night.
Basically.
Yeah.
Basically what it is.
Yeah. The last few years we don't even put a Christmas tree up because got lazy.
It's such a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. I mean, more like I got lazy. Yeah. As the eldest kid in a Chinese household, I'm like the one that gets told to do everything. So when they want to put up the Christmas tree, I'm the one who gets told to put it. So like the past few years, I'm like, nah, no thanks. I don't want to celebrate Christmas. I don't even like Christmas. I just like the holiday.
Holidays are always.
The holidays are nice. The putting up the Christmas tree is just painful. It gets my skin itchy.
I'll be like, I like the holidays, or I like the holiday because
I like the sleeping part, not the celebration part. And yeah, I guess that's it for me. Actually, I don't really know what else I can talk about. So yeah, I guess I'll move on to Tenri.
Yeah, sure. I grew up in a more so American household, even though my parents are from Japan. So I did like the basic Christmas stuff, spending time with your family. But in Japan, it's like very different. It's like not a family thing; it's like a romantic thing. So like, basically, it's like a yeah. So like basically in Japan, like Christmas is for like your significant other, and it's not even a holiday, by the way. So in Japan, people work on Christmas.
Oh dear.
You go to work, and then after work, if you have a significant other, you'll go on a date with them, or like stay over or something like that. It's like a spicy holiday for like people who have boyfriends and girlfriends.
So it's like Valentine's Day, but with snow.
Yeah, basically, and you eat like Christmas cake. Like in Japan, like people are like super obsessive over like Christmas cakes. So like you'll pre-order or like register for like a Christmas cake like months before Christmas.
Oh my god.
Because on the day of Christmas, it will all be sold out. So like you have to like, pre-register your like Christmas cake.
So it's also kind of like Thanksgiving.
No, literally. And also there's like a weird tradition in Japan. Like I don't know what their marketing is, but like you have to eat like KFC.
Yeah, the KFC thing imaging. That's why I have Colonel Sanders.
Like, they've inserted themselves into your.
Literally, that's why you have KFC.
I think it's because it's like a replacement for turkey, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, but that's like not even like Christmas. I was like shook when I looked at it. I was like, "Really? Like, no KFC." Like they're like, "You don't eat
successfully
KFC."
commercialized. Sorry.
Yeah.
Good old USA.
Everything will fall into capitalism.
The Christmas cake thing is so interesting because it's like here in the U.S., right? We have like Christmas cakes. It's like fruit cake, right? I don't know. It's like it's an older tradition. Like modern times is not really a thing. but it's so gross. Fruitcake is so gross. Like,
Wait, what kind of cake is it? Is it like a chiffon? Is it like a chiffon, like a
No,
shortcake with like other stuff?
no.
I don't think I've ever had fruitcake, even though I grew up here.
I don't know what fruitcake you're referring
Basically,
to.
a really dry like loaf of like kind of like bread, but you like bread. You bake.
Wait,
like,
why is it jello
Oh, I
in
know
it?
what you. I know what you mean.
That
Oh,
sounds like a good murder weapon.
It is disgusting. It is
Yeah.
disgusting.
It does not
And,
look
like
good.
that is traditionally what a Christmas cake is here in the U.S. So it's like really interesting to hear that like Japan has like, oh, you pre-order these Christmas cakes, and like in America,
Oh, they're
it's like,
so they go hard for them.
you can have my fruitcake. Like these are nasty.
I was like, I didn't even know that people were so like into getting like Christmas cakes until I went to Japan and like everyone had ordered one except for me. I was like, hey, you eat Christmas cake? And they're like, hey, America, you don't eat Christmas cake? I was like, no, I've never had like a cute ass like Christmas cake for Christmas before. That's so cute. Like I would do that. Like they have so many cute ones like hotels.
Because no one's gonna be.
Yeah.
Everyone's gonna be.
It's so
pre-ordering.
different. Like you should search up Japanese Christmas cakes. They're so cute.
Oh, I need to search that up.
Japanese Christmas cake. They're all like you can get like the basic strawberry shortcake and stuff, but like all these hotels, like bougie hotels, like I don't know, Ritz Carlton or something like that. They all have like each hotel has their own Christmas cake. And like people go hard for that stuff. It's bougie. It's like $100 to like it's like probably $40 to
That's a lot of money for
$200.
cake.
Oh
wow.
no, it's very bougie. It's like literally 40 to 200, depending on like the level of like hotel. It's really interesting.
Wow.
So like, you'll see like on Christmas if you go on a train, you'll see all these people with like holding cake boxes. They're all bringing back cake for their family.
Guarding it with their lives because it costs
Yeah.
$100.
Yeah, imagine like you know like in
Oh
Japan the
dear,
trains
imagine
look
just
so
spending your
bad.
paycheck on entire paycheck on a cake.
Yeah, but it's so bougie, so you gotta
Oh,
cherish
God.
it.
Forget Christmas
Yeah.
presents. We're getting cake.
Oh god, I
It'll
can
probably be
spend
about
that
the
money
same
on, I don't know, pizza or something.
One of my buddies telling me I can't give opinions on food.
You have no rights.
Nah, because they think I have trash like food taste, right? Like
Uh-huh.
I put jelly like jam, like strawberry
Mhm.
jam in like my burgers, and they think it's like the most
What?
offensive thing in the world.
Yes, that's offensive.
No, you should try it.
It's
Have
a
you
crime
tried it
against
before?
burgers.
Wait,
They don't
Have
even
you
eat
tried it
burgers.
before? Have you tried it before?
I mean,
Is it-
honestly,
is it actually
honestly,
illegal?
it's not horrible. It's just not something I would do normally. You know, it's something I will do when I'm drunk.
It's like I don't know if you guys watch SpongeBob, but there's that one episode where like
Mhm.
they take jellyfish jelly and they put it in Krabby Patties, and it's like they like people cream their jeans about it, and I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try that. I tried it, and it's awesome. It's really good. You should try it before you.
It kind of sounds good though because what is it like? You know, like IKEA, they have like meatballs.
Oh yeah, I was
Yeah,
also
right?
gonna talk about that next, but yeah, go on.
Me too. Like, I actually really like the jam with the meatballs and like the mashed potatoes or whatever. So maybe it's actually good. I just haven't tried it. I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe I'll try
I was
it.
gonna mention that as well as you know, as a comparison. But you know, I think in my opinion, I think it could work if it's not too sweet. I don't think like, you know, I think if it's sour, it will work really well.
I think I mean I like sweet savory. Like that's a combo
I
that I
love
really
same.
like.
Chicken and waffles.
Oh hell yeah.
I see.
That-
No,
that's
like,
Yeah.
probably
I don't know why. Like
I don't know, but this sounds like very American to me, like typical American with weird food combinations.
Very American.
well, like we have a thing called chicken and waffles, and it's like waffles, you know, like it's like a sweet like dessert or not dessert, a breakfast kind of thing, like maple syrup, and then you also pair that with fried chicken, which is like a savory like thing, but
Mhm.
like that's something that we have here, and it's like maple syrup is surprisingly good drizzle on fried chicken.
It's so good. It's
I can
really
see
good.
the
So
syrup in the chicken, but I don't really see the waffles fitting in. But you know what? I guess that's the,
The waffles
European
is like the
I mean,
speaking.
I think it works. In my opinion, I think it could
it's like a
work.
carb that pairs with the
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's a carb. It could work.
Well,
I
still,
eat that.
I see.
I would still prefer that to jam on a burger.
No, you should try it. Try it.
No, I prefer
Next
the
time
waffle and
next time
chicken
you
with
order, like, takeout
than the
burger, just
burger.
slap on some jam. Just slap a little bit of dab on the jam on the patty. Just try it.
If,
I
if
think with the right
if
jam,
I would-
I would actually enjoy it with the right jam.
I would probably throw
But-
up if I would put jam on my vegan burger patty. I don't
No,
know.
see,
I've never
I
tried vegan
eat vegan
patties.
burgers too, right? Like I have something called Impossible Meat, and I
Oh, that thing.
I love Impossible Meat, so good. But yeah, I put jam on it. You should try it. I don't know. I think it's if you like sweet and savory, it's definitely a combo worth trying.
I rather die than put jam on my burger.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but no, that's a hard pass.
I mean, for me, I rarely even eat jam. I'll be honest.
Open to other culture.
You eating jam with burgers is American culture now.
Buddy, you do you. I do not support this food crime, okay? I'm open to anything, but this is drawing the line. Sorry.
Yeah, you're basically like my viewers. They won't even do it. They're like, oh, you're just trying against humanity.
Again, this is
Oh,
probably
dude.
just the Europeans in me speaking, but you won't find anything
Yeah.
as crazy as that here in Europe.
Hey, and in Europe, people eat beans with toast. Come on.
But that's the Britons. They are not part of
No,
Europe.
Britain,
after
yeah.
Brexit, Britain, UK is not part of Europe anymore.
Wait, seriously?
What's up?
Wait, seriously?
They don't count.
They are part of
Seriously?
Europe. Yeah.
They voted to leave.
Huh. Okay, interesting. Okay, so then Britain is just weird then. Okay, got it. Britain is just really weird.
I actually like beans on toast personally, but I will not. It's always fun to rag on them for it.
I never
How
had
do you
beans
eat
on
it?
toast.
It's just canned? It's
Yeah,
like canned
canned
beans?
beans. Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
stick it on toast?
Yep.
Yeah, you heat them
Oh.
up and put them on toast.
It's not exactly the same as like the pork and beans we have here in the U.S. Like that's like much sweeter than.
Oh, interesting. Wait, so like your toast is gonna be soggy from the beans?
Yeah, basically.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
interesting.
dear.
I wonder if I've ever had that. That sounds interesting though. Should try it sometime. Are there any weird like German foods?
Weird German.
Yeah, I only remember like German people have like really good taste in like cheese and bread. Is like what I learned from my German friends. But
Yeah,
I've never heard of
cheese-
weird food.
Cheese is okay,
Mhm.
but when Germans have that weird, like in South Germany, there's like this one state. It's called Bayern,
Oh,
and the Bayern,
Wait.
they're not your typical German. I don't even dare to call them German because they speak a completely different language. No one understands what they're saying, and they have the weirdest kind of food culture. So
hmm.
in October, they have this worldwide known Oktoberfest where they're drinking beer and beer and beer, and they're eating this special sausage. It's white. It's disgusting.
Oh, the white
Gross.
sausages.
Yeah.
What-
Oh, those white sausages. Something like they say that it tastes good. So my friend tell me it tastes good.
I'm
No,
searching
they,
it up.
they try to tell you it's good, so you accept it. So it's mindfuckery, but it doesn't taste good. It's horrible.
I low-key kind of want to try though, just because I'm curious.
It's
I want to prove it myself. What does it taste like? Describe it.
like vomit and dog poop mixed together.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Do I want to try
Wait,
that?
is it Vice first?
Yeah.
That's oh.
It's $8. I can buy it.
It's like isn't it just like a mix of like veal and like pork?
What's veal?
It's made,
Veal?
as far as I know, it's made out of intestines from pork.
Oh shit.
Ugh.
Oh
Veal
dear.
is baby cow. They call it veal so that you don't feel bad when you're eating it.
Oh.
Okay.
If they said
Interesting.
baby cow, you might feel bad. So yeah. Call it veal. Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
there you go.
sorry.
Here's my artistic rendition.
Ari in chat is right. Yeah, like beans and toast is kind of more like
Mhm.
like you know, like grilled cheese and tomato soup, but with beans. Like that's kind of like the American flavor equivalent, I think. Not like our really sweet like pork and beans in cans that we have here, right? More tomatoey.
I kind of like beans. I might actually like it. Which is so.
Germany
I'll search up a
has
recipe or something.
Germany has a couple weird recipes, like you know,
Mhm.
potatoes, and there's like leech. They make like a weird soup out of leech and potatoes.
Leeches? Like the things that suck your blood out?
No,
Wait.
the vegetable leech. Like
Oh,
you know,
leek.
Miku.
Oh, leek.
Leek.
Oh, leek. Yeah, it's leek. The leek vegetable, yeah.
It's like I'm picturing this white slop of potato with like little like leeches
Bugs.
swimming around in it. I'm just like, I mean, I'll try it if you try jam burgers. Just saying.
Something very typical German that gave me culture shock when I came to Germany was they have this jelly sausage you could put on bread. It's like jelly, a slice of jelly, and there's like weird pickle pieces inside and like different kind of meat pieces, and you put that on your bread.
Huh.
And they usually mix it
Never
with
seen
some
that.
kind
Interesting.
of custard or a different spicy sauce, and they also put raw meat on, like raw or uncooked meat on their.
I like raw
bread.
meat.
I think in Japan a lot of people eat like raw horse meat. Here.
Oh yeah, horse meat.
Yeah. I've never had it, but they have raw horse meat and like raw whale meat, I think.
I never heard of the whale one though. I just know what because it became a meme. But the first time I met like my Japanese friend, like you eat horse meat.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, basashi, so, basashi. I've never had it. My failures are Japanese. I can't even eat raw fish, so I'm like actually like a failure.
Wait,
Like,
seriously?
I'm like a Japanese failure. Yeah, like I had like really bad sushi once when I was like a kid, and I like threw up for like a week, and like it literally it's like a gag reflex.
It's
If I like, try to
PTSD.
swallow it, it like comes out. No, literally. I'm recovering though. I'm slowly recovering. So maybe someday.
No worry. I mean, don't worry. It's the same for me. But for me, it's hot sauce.
Oh, hot sauce.
I
Did you
love that.
overeat it? Is it OD?
Not with spicy things. Like I actually like spicy things. I just can't handle hot sauce or like chili peppers. They smell horrible.
It
Actually
does have
have
a little thing there.
gag reflex with meat and fish because I never liked it since I'm a kid, so that's why I'm vegetarian. And whenever someone tries to force me to eat it, I'm like, oh. And if I actually eat meat, even if like mostly if that happens, it's like without me knowing, but my mouth immediately recognizes and I'm immediately wanting to throw up. It's gross. That reminds me, in my childhood, when I was still in Russia, I was with Nonna. So Nonna made like this typical Russian fish salad, you know, with not salmon, but you know, these tiny fish in a box, metal box.
Like sardines?
Sardines, exactly. So
I love those.
So she uses sardines and red beet and potatoes and something else. It's like that typical Russian salad. And as a kid, I was forced to eat that, and it traumatized me so bad because it's so bad. Like I absolutely do not like it. Every Russian would cancel me for this. Like absolutely, if I tell them I don't like fish salad, I'm like, bye. So
my condolences.
last year, I was with my
I
Russian
gave you
friend.
my heart.
I was visiting my Russian friend, and she forgot I was vegetarian, and she made the fish salad. And she was like,
How did it go?
Is it Shuba?
yeah, could be. If it's with red beet and fish.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
seeing
yeah.
it. It's really. It looks like this pink cake.
It looks aesthetically it looks pleasing, but it tastes horrible in my opinion.
Apparently,
And
You know.
Shula is putting herring under a fur coat.
Huh.
Salad with pickled herring fillet, finely chopped onions and beets, and you layer it on top.
You know,
there's
as
shit ton
someone
of
who
things.
loves sardines, this does not look appetizing for some reason.
It doesn't. So when I was at her place last Christmas, and she was like, "Oh, try this. It's really good." I was like, "I don't like fish," and she was like, let me scrap off the fish fin. Here, try the rest." And I was like, "Okay." So I forced it down my throat, and I was feeling so fucking sick because everything tasted like fish, and it was like just so disgusting. Like, look at
That's how I
it.
got
It
my
looks like an
parents.
abomination.
It does not look appetizing at
To
all.
eat vegetables. Like, like I would just throw up if I had to eat vegetables as a kid, and they eventually gave up trying to make me eat vegetables.
It reminds me of this time, we used to go to eat Chinese food a lot, and my parents really wanted me to like eat squid. Like I just like hated squid.
Ugh.
So I was like, I'm never gonna eat squid. But like sometimes they put like those little cuts of like squid in like fried rice occasionally.
Oh,
And my parents were like, no, it's not squid. They're like, it's tofu. And I ate it.
the same thing. They would lie to me. They're like, "Oh, there's no." I'm like, "Bitch, I can smell that." Like,
More like mushrooms and wasabi.
oh my god.
I'm
So like Chinese food, or like chuka?
Oh, Chinese food. Like in my area, there's a lot of Chinese immigrants, and they have really nice restaurants with like authentic Chinese food. Like you have to like order, like a lot of them don't even speak Chinese, and they expect you to speak Chinese. So it would just be me like trying to hone my like 3 years of Chinese and like high school.
That's more Chinese than me.
The only thing I got out of it was I learned how to say I have no money, I want money, and it's too expensive. Those are the 3 sentences I got out of Chinese.
That's all you need, right?
Yeah.
You call the waiter over. It's like, and you're like, "Tai Gui."
太贵了，太贵了。
Hey, that's a lot more. That's more Chinese than I know, and my parents are Chinese.
in orphanage, I
forgot how
had
to
this
say it.
situation on Christmas a couple years ago, like when I was still in orphanage, like as a teen, and as I said, I never liked fish and meat, so I always like refused to eat it, and I was still forced. But at that time, I think I was 10 or 11. It was Christmas, and one of the caretakers, she was standing in the kitchen for 3 days straight to make this fucking meat, or cook this meat, you know, for the Christmas dinner. So, at Christmas dinner, I was sitting there and was like, "Please, no meat." The death stare was real. And she was like, "You're gonna eat this." And I'm like, "No, I'm not. I don't like it." And she was like, "You're gonna eat this." And I was like, like it. The other caretaker was like, "If she doesn't like it, then let her leave it." And my caretaker was like, "No, I stood in the kitchen for 3 days," and like she went on a ramble for like 10 minutes on how she worked so hard for this food, and like how I'm like so ungrateful and stuff like that. And I'm like, "But I don't like it." She was like, "You're going to eat this tiny piece of meat. It's a small one. If you don't eat this, I'm gonna be very upset." And I was like, "I don't like it." So I was sitting there for 3 hours trying to drown this piece of meat, and I only got managed to like eat one bite till I got like really sick, and I was like, "I can't eat this. It makes me sick. I don't like it." And she was like, "All right, you're not getting any dessert." I was like, "Okay, I can deal with that." She was like, "You're also not getting your Christmas presents today." I was like, "What?"
Oh,
So
that's
I was like,
painful.
Okay, I can accept that. So I didn't get to open Christmas presents and had to watch all the other 10 kids open Christmas presents.
Aww. What did they get though? We need to know what they get.
All kinds of stuff like video games, bikes,
You got bikes for Christmas? Oh god.
Nice.
yeah, like
That's really nice. Oh.
I was lucky. I was like in a private funded orphanage, the state funded oh, my cat is abusing me. The state funded orphanages only got like 15 euros per kid for Christmas presents, so they didn't get too many or like too fancy gifts. But since I was like in a private funded orphanage, we got like pretty good presents. Like on one Christmas when I was a kid, I got like a Nintendo DS Lite. Stop
Yo,
it.
that's nice. Oh, that's my
Oh.
favorite heavy console.
Yeah,
I had like the DSi. I had like a green DSi as a kid. I forgot.
Nice.
where I put it.
For me, it was a silver DS Lite.
Did you guys actually play
white.
games on it? Like, I
Yeah.
don't know why. Like, my parents would just get me, like, Sudoku or, like, kanji games. So I had, like, one Pokemon game, but the rest would be, like, train your brain stuff.
Oh, I know that one. Is it the writing one?
Yeah, it was, like, the writing one.
Yeah,
like,
the brain training
one.
magic.
Ah,
Not gonna lie, I actually really like it. I get quite a few, quite a lot of games on my DS. I pirate them, and one of my favorites are actually like those math games for some reason.
I
It's
got
weird.
this intelligence game where they gave you like 3D puzzles and like math questions and stuff like that, like in all kind of subjects. So depending on what age you are and what class you get. So over the course of the couple years I was in the orphanage, I got like 3 of these games.
Oh,
That sounds
wow.
fun, not gonna lie.
Yeah, they were
But
fun. I occasionally still play them.
Mhm. Do you
Yeah.
still have? Do you guys have a Switch by any chance?
Yeah, I do.
do.
I actually don't. I'm poor.
Ah,
I'm broke.
you
College
can get a
student
Switch,
life.
we could do a broke student
Yeah.
life, fat mood.
Yeah.
We should play some
Maybe one
Switch
day we
games
can do
together.
Switch one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just got a capture card, and my friend helped me figure out why it wasn't working. So I should be able to stream that someday, and I still haven't.
The temptation to get one.
Perhaps.
My cat is abusing me. I'm sorry.
I've been trying to find like friends to play Splatoon with, like both off and on stream.
Oh, I
If
would
I
have
get
to
one,
play Splatoon, but I don't have
I've
the
never
game
played
yet.
it
It's so
before.
expensive.
Hmm.
It is
The
all
games
good.
are so
It is
expensive.
quite an investment. It's like, if you don't have a
Yeah.
Switch, it's like even bigger of an investment because you also have to
Yeah.
get like the Nintendo Online to play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
a
I need
lot
to
of,
read
like
that.
online stuff.
I'm so
Yeah.
sorry they made like the online service pay to use. Like it was free for all these years on all the different consoles, and then they suddenly were like, okay, for Switch you gotta pay for it.
Yeah,
What?
I think most consoles now has paid online.
For Xbox, it had always been paid, so it's not like it was. So like Nintendo actually was cool in that it was free for a while, but I think like I mean it's actually not too expensive, right? It's like I think it's like $20 a year if you do individual, and then if you get like a bunch of people together. Like for like a family plan, quote unquote, it's like less than like $4 a year or something like total.
That's actually pretty decent. That's actually
Very
pretty decent.
And like since they started like the paid thing, their servers have been a lot more stable. So I think it was like one of the like less questionable decisions Nintendo has made.
Yeah. Tempting.
Literally find people play Splatoon with me. Yes, I know. Oh my god.
I still need to figure out gyro.
Oh yeah.
The gyro thing, like, it's just like me smashing into the wall because I don't know how to use gyro.
Yeah, it takes a while to get used to.
Yeah, I should read.
Do you guys have Animal Crossing?
Oh, I do have Animal Crossing. My villagers probably forgot about me. They're so passive aggressive every time I log in. I log in like every 3 months. They're like, "Who are you again?" I'm like, I didn't ask for this attitude.
I'm gonna spit a hot take about Animal Crossing here. I know it's a very popular game, and I understand that like people find joy in playing it. But I remember my friends would always play it, and they're telling me, "Oh, you should, Pete, you should get it. You should get it. It's like such an awesome game." And I'm like, "All right, fine." So I bought New Leaf like for the 3DS, right? And I spent the next 10 hours like wondering, like, "Hey, when does the game start? When does the game start?" And it's like literally like that whole time I was playing the game, and I was just like, huh? Like this is the game?
It's like your escape from reality, living in a new world.
It's
so that's-
Minecraft, but for like, but with less violence.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, huh? Like this is the only thing that you do, or like there's a couple things you do, but I was like, that's it. And I thought there was like more gameplay because people seem to like having the time of their lives, and I'm just like, huh? So like I've always like had this like thing with Animal Crossing. I just don't like the game.
The thing with
I remember
Animal Crossing
fun
is, it makes fun to play yourself, but it makes even more fun to play with others and like visit their islands and like exchange items and stuff like that. Like Animal
Dig
Crossing
holes
is
in people's islands like all over the place.
Can you what on other people's islands?
There's the what is it, the DS version I believe of Animal Crossing. One of my friends would play it, and like I remember going on to his playing his game and going to one of his friends' worlds, and I just like dug like a quadrillion holes, and they had to reset it, and they sat there for like 20 minutes with talking with resetting, and I, as like a middle schooler, I was like laughing. I was like having the time of my life, like reading their Animal Crossing world.
I
Is
kind
that
of
still possible?
I'm not sure. I haven't played in like 2 years. I like barely remember. Come on,
I know if you dig holes in someone else's island and leave, they're still there. So something
It's still a
with,
thing apparently.
Yeah, with Animal Crossing, something that I miss is from VWorld, or like the OG Animal Crossing games. Because the villagers were very fucking savage. And if you time travel, there was like this mole guy. He came and like scolded you as like seriously.
Oh yeah,
fucking
resetting.
hard. Yeah.
He like forces your dialogue for about 20 minutes, saying you can't reset or else.
Yeah.
That's so scary. I didn't even know Animal Crossing was like violent in a different way.
Yeah, they definitely softened it with the latest games, but like the OG games, they were savage as fuck. I kind of miss that. Like, the villagers roasted you. You wore like a t-shirt with some kind of motive, and the villager would be like, "You're looking so fucking ugly today. What's with that t-shirt?" And you're like, "Oh my god, okay."
Oh my goodness, I think I would cry.
I'd
I
love
swear,
to
I
play
did-
that though.
You should. Like, I'm pretty sure there's some ROMs online or something of it. It's amazing.
Yeah,
I still
should
have my
try it
VWorld
out.
game for my Nintendo. I should play it again.
What other games do you play like now? Like, what kind of genres do all of you play?
RPG games mostly. Like anything that has deep lore stories, like Final Fantasy 14, Final Fantasy, other Final Fantasy games, Xenoblade Chronicles, Monster Hunter, YS series. I love the YS series. Like, that shit is so good. Like stuff like that. Also horror games.
Horror games. Do you have Phasmo? Phasmophobia?
Yeah.
Wait, do all of you have Phasmophobia?
I have.
I have.
We should play. I have it too.
Yeah.
I probably like gonna scream, but I should probably be straight in the morning. We're gonna call the cops on me.
Yeah, that would be fun. We should do it at like maybe next week or something. If you're
That would
free.
be fun. That would be fun. I only played once,
Yeah.
so
I'm up
I
for
checked it
that.
out too.
But
Literally,
then
the
our
last time I
YouTube
played, I
channel
was
should
like,
be
I'm gonna
fine.
play. Yeah, my internet should be fine too by then. So. Ita.
Yeah, next
Yeah,
time
yeah.
we can actually stream on our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Hanto, Peen, what other games do you play?
So I actually mostly play. Nowadays it's mostly just like Splatoon, Apex, and League of Legends with friends.
Oh, League.
Oh, and
Oh,
and
no.
old school RuneScape. Has anyone happened to be playing an old ass
Ooh.
boomer game called Old School RuneScape? Because I
I have
my
not
MMORPG days
actually.
are over. I used to be addicted with MMORPGs, but now I'm like,
from the early 2000s that they've rebooted.
Yeah.
And
Yes,
I've been
I've never played.
that.
I actually never played RuneScape, but like the old MMORPG I played was like Maple Story. That was my childhood
Oh, I played the shit
MMO.
out of Maple Story.
Yeah. Modern Maple Story doesn't give me that hit though. Modern Maple Story is just different. I don't know how I feel about it.
It's true.
Yeah,
You
back then it was,
traumatized me.
it was really social back then. Nowadays it's kind of like, you can solo everything. It doesn't feel the same.
True.
League of Legends traumatized me, so I'm not really into MMOs.
Yeah.
Final
Oh
Fantasy-
no. Oh wait, I mean League is not an MMO, it's a MOBA.
MOBA.
Yeah, it's a MOBA.
But
Yeah.
now I think, but it used to be an MMO. But earlier this year,
I think you're thinking of a different game. I don't know.
I had like COVID and I was bedridden, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna start Final Fantasy 14 and give this MMO a chance, and. It's not your typical MMO. You can solo everything. You can like do everything with NPCs if you're like not really up for like co-op. And the co-op players are all like super nice. Like the community is super fresh and supportive, especially to newbies. So, there is a toxic side to 14 as well, but you barely need it unless you're like in the high-end raid tier. So if you want to raid with the high-end content, I prefer like getting a static yourself and like with friends or anything to prop with instead of weird strangers. But
I like the
otherwise-
Final Fantasy culture where every time you start like a dungeon, like people are like yoroshiku onegaishimasu, like they always comment, like they always write something in the beginning. Like a
Oh, that's
culture.
nice.
Like, I've never seen that on like Apex. So like I'm just like,
Oh, yeah,
that's
no.
kind of a cool culture.
they always
different
read.
culture.
They always be like
Yeah.
07. When you enter a dungeon or anything, it's always like 07 in chat. 07,
07, yeah, 07.
And at the end,
I'm like,
at the end, if you're like finished, everyone's GG, GG, GG. Thank you for play. Thank you for play. GG. I love it.
Oh,
Yeah.
In Apex, you only type GG when you win.
when you win.
if you don't win, you flame.
Ah, GG. Good game, winners. Otherwise, you flame them.
GG boys.
That's the difference in 14. In 14, you like can be wiped over and over in like raids or dungeons, and at the end of a raid or dungeon, people would still type in chat, "Thank you for play, GG." Like everyone would be like, "Okay, we struggled together, but it was still a good game. Thanks for the time."
Oh, that's so good.
It's
It's,
super
it's really
nice.
wholesome.
Yeah.
That's why I decided like to stay on 14.
Yeah, I think part of it is because of the MMORPG culture, where everyone is more like a lot nicer than each other. Compared to a game like Apex, where everyone is competing against each other, you just get really salty on Apex. You don't really get that salty if you lose on like raid on Final Fantasy. So yeah.
I remember there was like a
Right?
tier of like cultures. Nani, Apex?
So in Apex, right? Like when you're dead, you can like ping your death box to your teammates, and if,
Oh my
if someone
God.
if someone like
Oh,
pings
no.
me like twice, I'm not resing you.
Yeah. There's always that one person who smashes the ping.
Is it serious when people type
And it
question
starts
marks in the
flaming.
chat?
Oh,
Oh no, the question marks.
How could one punctuation mark make you so angry? It's
I know, I never got so much anxiety from
man.
one question mark. Like, it scares the shit out of me.
If I see tons of question marks on chat, I'm just gonna get my PTSD is gonna kick in from League.
And you're like, write a fucking full sentence if you have questions, bro.
Like, what's wrong, buddy?
I swear, you can use question mark for everything. If you're losing, question mark your teammate. If you're winning, question mark the enemy's team. it's just, oh god, it's so toxic. I love it, but I hate it.
Remember this Amazon Korean MMO that came out earlier this year? I forgot what it was named again. But it was super
there's so
popular,
many-
I think.
There's so many Korean MMOs that pop up every once in a while, and then I completely forget
Way too
Is
many
it
of
like
them.
Jane?
specific.
Wait, let me check
Is it like-
Steam, okay. It was
Black Desert?
called...
Oh, Black Desert, Kurosawa.
I love the character customization in Black Desert.
Oh no, literally, I just made characters and I took screenshots and then I ended the game.
Yeah.
It was boring.
Yeah, game was boring as hell. Just the character creation is fun though.
Yeah, just me just making my best girls and then I was done.
It's a glorified character creation game. It's a glorified dress-up game, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, basically. What's that like one game on Steam that's like it's not like sussy but it is based off of like koikatsu.
Oh,
Which is a sussy game, but like it's just a character creator. You
like
just,
Vikatsu, if I recall correctly, I think.
Oh yeah, I think it is.
I think it is. I don't really know. I can't remember. But it was nice. I tried that. It was fun, just making characters.
Like you make
Yeah.
waifus.
The best girl.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
You
okay.
can make them do actions as well. You can make them dance and stuff. It's cool.
Oh, I found it.
Lost Ark. It's called Lost Ark.
Oh, that one.
Hi.
I was super excited for it. I started playing it, but it was very quickly hijacked by the League of Legends community. So if you
Oh
play,
no.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's super toxic. Like if you log in and want to play and you're just minding your own business, everyone is fucking shitting on you in text or sending you DMs and like you can't even continue like the thing with Lost Ark is you have to do co-op in order to like do the dungeons and stuff in order to like continue the story.
Get up a full party.
So-
I mean, back then it'll be fun. Nowadays it'll be pain because people are a lot more toxic nowadays.
Yeah, and it's super fucking toxic. Like it makes no fun. So shortly after I started playing it, even though the lore was very interesting in the characters I actually liked, after my first dungeon, I was like, I'm done with this. I'm not continuing this. Bye.
Yeah.
So I uninstalled it, and I'm like so sad because I really want to know how the story is progressing, and I'm like just here like, why?
I had to watch like a walkthrough. I remember I saw like a game tier where it's like how toxic the community is and like League being at like the top, and then it would be like Overwatch and Valorant.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
I'm still confused that League of Legends was not mentioned in that list at all. And but they had 14 in there, like Final Fantasy 14. I've never seen anyone shitting on other players on 14.
Not me muting the chat.
I guess it depends on like because you said like maybe like you said you can find that in like the end raid content, right?
Yeah, the high end stuff, but that's on
Yeah.
Party Finder. Most people use their own statics with friends, so unless you're going solo into Party Finder, be like, oh yeah,
I mean
let's
that's where
do
like
this
the
raid.
most toxicity happens in most games, right? Like it's when you're like paired with randoms, so you feel like
Yeah, solo queuing
Yeah.
is scary.
there's this what is it? Like layer of separation between you and like someone random. You're just
Yeah.
like, shit on but you like forget that they're like another person behind that screen.
Mhm.
Yeah.
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 Like, so that's probably where that comes from. Because like I feel like most of the toxicity in League comes because it comes from the fact that you are forced to play with 5 players. So it's like not necessarily you're always with like 4 other friends. You're like with some randoms, and it's just generally like 2 groups of friends, maybe like a group of 2, group of 3, and they just start shitting at each other.
Yeah. I think part of it is also because the games are really competitive in nature. Because I've played a lot of other games that are like they're also you get paired with randoms as well, but it's co-op. So the people there are actually quite nice. They're quite supportive. They're not really like, even if sure, occasionally I come across the really toxic people who flame me for like not doing things properly, but a lot of times it's actually really nice and will teach the others who are still new to the game how to play. Like for example, Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead is, even though the survival game mode can be quite, I guess, not really competitive, more like intense. Most people in there are super nice. But yeah.
Oh yeah, community for Left 4 Dead is really nice. I just hate the game.
I never played. I don't even know what it's about. Wait, what's it called?
Left 4 Dead, like Left.
Yeah, Left 4 Dead. The 4 is 4. The 4 is number 4.
Dead.
The second game, by the way. The first game that is
zombie. It's a
yeah.
co-op zombie like shooter game made by.
Yeah.
Oh.
Basically, get from point A to point B. It's kind of like an obstacle course, but with shooters.
So basically, it's
That's
like
actually how it is.
so basically like COD or zombie mode.
No,
I never played
because
COD before.
COD Zombies is more like wave based. It's like a wave, like kind of like you're
Whoa.
defending in one area, but Left 4 Dead is more like you're trying to get somewhere and there's
Yeah.
zombies in the way. But
It's going to
that's
point
the
A to
most
point
annoying
B.
part. Like the regular zombies will hold on to you, and you have to like, oh my god, it's so annoying having
Yeah.
your just like stopped suddenly by a random ass zombie.
I know, right? That game also.
Like, are these all these people?
You can,
Like,
you
are
can
the
play
NPCs?
PvP. You
There is
can play
PvP, yeah, there is
Oh,
PvP.
I see. Oh, I want to be a zombie.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, PvP is
Just
actually
killing the
quite fun.
people.
Even the PvP on Left 4 Dead is quite nice. Like, you know, people are toxic there. At least most of the time. But yeah. Also, like I see in chat Aurelium is talking about GTFO. I really want to play that, but I haven't really gotten into it. I haven't really bought it. Kind of expensive.
It's a horror game, right?
I'm broke. I think it's kind of a horror game, but I know if I play with friends, we're just gonna dick around and have fun. Like every horror game, if I'm playing it with friends, it turns into like just not even. It's just a funny game, like
Oh,
Phasmo.
it's on sale right now.
Oh yeah, the winter
Oh,
sale.
yeah, it is the
on
winter
Steam,
sale.
like, the biggest
Yeah,
sale,
it's currently
right,
the
of
winter
year.
sale. How much is it
Summer
right now?
usually the biggest, I think, but
Oh,
the
summer is the biggest.
Yeah,
I
summer
see.
sales are usually the biggest.
Yeah. Oh, it's still quite expensive for me.
Yeah, it is still
Get
like
that?
not cheap, but
Yeah.
COD is so expensive.
COD, yeah,
I'm so
COD.
broke. Yeah.
You can play.
I'm
Warzone.
thinking about it. I'm
That's like-
eyeing
that's
it.
like that's like the Apex mode, the Warzone.
The Battle Royale?
Free. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Oh, I might play that one then. I'll play the free version if I get into it. I'll see if I'll pay for the big one. Oh, Rust is on sale too. Elden Ring too. Oh.
Everything's on sale.
A lot of
That's a
things
decent
on my
amount of
wish
games on
list
sale
are also
today.
on sale, but
Yeah, same. I don't really want to buy too much games though because you know my backlog is ever growing.
Oh no, mood. I bought like GTA because I was like, I'm gonna steal nice people's cars, but then I realized that I haven't played it since I bought it.
Oh, and then like you know yes, I got so many games like that as
Like,
well. It's
12
painful.
years ago that I still have not touched.
Yeah.
Oh, literally, like Among Us. Like I bought it and I haven't played it. I bought Battlefield. I played it like twice.
This might be a fun game for VWorld to play.
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually, like if we can get everyone in, that'll be super
I'm
Especially-
fun.
so bad at lying.
It's
do you
okay,
guys
it's okay.
have VR?
No, but I kind of
No,
wanna
I
to get.
have a Quest, but yeah, technically I have VR.
I
Technically.
really want an Oculus, but I feel like I'm gonna throw up with VR.
Oh
Because
no.
Yeah. If you're
Among Us in
susceptible-
VR
if
is
you-
wild.
If you're susceptible to motion sickness, you definitely will feel sick in VR. What I do is I take like car sickness pills before I get into
Oh,
VR.
that's smart.
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
that's how I deal with it.
I almost threw up playing Minecraft, so we'll see.
Wait, seriously?
Do you also throw up playing Splatoon? Because I feel like that's like also a very
Okay, Splatoon. Yeah, Splatoon and Minecraft are probably the worst for me, but I'll still play.
Oh wow.
Something that
Apex is fine, though.
Something that
Mhm.
is weird with me is like when I play a game and mess with the camera angles, like swishing up and down, blah blah blah. It's totally fine. But if I watch someone stream and they're like messing with the camera all the time and like can't have it stand still, and you're like constantly having it spin around and stuff like that, it makes me sick, and that's when I click away from
Ooh.
streams.
Oh dear.
Well, when
That's
you don't
kind of
have
like-
control over the camera. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When you have control, it's a lot better for motion.
Yeah,
It's like
it's
when
kind of
you
like driving.
drive,
Yeah.
you don't
Yeah.
get sick, but like the moment you sit in the passenger seat, it's like.
Exactly.
Everyone in my car. I have
gonna
cursed
say-
driving skills.
Yeah, I was gonna say like my mom's a terrible driver, so I get like super sick. when she-
So, I mean, regardless of like who drives, I get sick in the car. I only need to drive if I don't want to get sick. It's painful.
I forgot what game it was. It was like a game like similar to like Cards Against Humanity, but they're just like bad qualities in people or like chaotic qualities in people, and you basically fight about who in the group deserves this card. And I got
That
all the
sounds
bad
super
driving
fun.
lessons. I wish I could drive better, but my driving is ass.
Don't worry. My driving is also cursed.
You should.
Whoops, I'm making some weird faces.
You look like you're like 1 minute, you're about to stab somebody.
accidentally hit one of my
Hotkey.
shortcuts.
Yeah. I put my hotkeys as like 2 buttons so I don't accidentally press them.
Mine are a combination
Oh.
of 3 buttons and stuff. But
Ooh,
like,
and so you somehow still hit it.
no, it's I have like my phone
Stream
set
labs?
up with
Oh.
touch portal so that I can like make changes to like my
Kawaii!
without having to.
That's nice. It's really nice.
Hey,
You get a lot of toggles thing. I only have one. The only one I have is this one. Because my jacket. I don't have any other ones.
My lazy
Then
ass
again,
did
this
not
model
make
is actually
things.
really old. This is my first model that I used it for this for like years.
Hey, Kai.
Super cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kai.
I wanna make a better one, but I'm currently working on it, but it's taking so long.
Your old models are super cute. I like them.
Kai. Chikai.
oh god.
It's Chikai Kiri.
Accidentally. There we go.
Ish.
So for me, I actually have to get going. I do actually have work today. I need to be
Oh,
signed
okay.
in
Oh.
relatively
Yeah.
relatively soon. So don't feel free to continue you guys's collab here, but I need to be heading off a little bit early. So
Okay,
It's
same. I
alright,
actually,
yeah.
the internet dude is coming soon.
Yeah.
My
Yeah,
internet is
just
big
wait.
thing.
should we just call it here then, or did you haha and did you guys want to continue on your end?
I don't know, Han.
What is different thing?
I don't mind continuing, but if you have like any, like we can start a separate stream. But if you have,
Yeah, I mean, I also don't really mind continuing, but I don't know about the others. If the others are like,
Well, yeah, the two of us are definitely probably leaving. Tenri and I.
We gotta go soon, yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta say hi to the internet man.
yeah. tell
Yeah,
him I
let
said
him in.
hi.
yeah.
Han says hi. Yes. Well, it was very nice talking to you.
It was
Yeah,
nice
it
meeting
was
all of
really
you. It was
fun.
super fun. Yeah.
Guys are very
Oh,
chill to hang out with.
Buddy.
No,
Hopefully we
should
can
have
do
more
more things
collabs in the
together in the future. Yeah. And
We
get
now
less
know what we're
awkward
looking at.
because I'm still a bit shy.
Nah.
Okay, well,
We'll release more chaotic energy soon.
Yeah, oh man, the contrast. On my
I've-
streams I'm
so,
usually active, but
Tenri's
over it
kinda
I'm so
cracked at
shy.
Apex, guys. Like I looked at some of her like end game
No!
stats.
No!
Yo, coach me or
Kinda
something.
cracked.
No!
I'm excited to have a carry collab where she just carries.
No! I'm
Yeah.
so sorry. I really like FPS, so if you guys are ever free or if I'm online, just like throw an invite to me and I will play with you. I love
Yeah, it'll be
Overwatch and
fun.
Apex are so fun. So if anyone plays,
Yeah, I suck at FPSs though, but I love playing with friends because when friends are the one who's flaming you, it's fun. But when it's randoms, it's not fun.
Yeah, true. Because like
Yeah.
usually friends are like just giving you a hard time, not like actually malicious.
Yeah.
you can troll and you'll be fine.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I have to head off. Nice meeting
It
you
was
guys.
nice. Also,
nice
Good
to
luck
meet you.
and good
It was nice
morning,
meeting you.
afternoon.
Thanks for
Mm.
those who came to the stream.
Yeah.
Jamne,
Tell your coworker I said hi.
jamne, atsu.
Bye bye. Good morning. I mean for yeah. For you it's morning I think.
Yep.
Hello.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Just us two now. I have no idea how to continue conversations, I'll be honest.
I feel that. Oops.
Yeah. So yeah, what do you have any plans for like after the talk itself?
I'm quickly gonna restart stream. Okay, so we
Oh, yeah,
cut off
yeah.
the VOD.
Yeah.
Everyone in chat, stay tight. We're just gonna restart the stream.
Yep. See you in 5 seconds, minutes, something. I don't know.
Yeah.